From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The Bills had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Now Allen. Flushed out right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and start working away from him, and it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Off of play action. Tagovailoa out to his left. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Miami.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 2 is going to change things up. Going to the air, Tagovailoa being chased out left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Achane. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. First and goal at the 1.
All right, come on. All right, fellas, listen up.
Achane looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want the Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Ricciardi! And he's brought down after a very nice game. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Another nice play there. They're getting down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Allen. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. Allen going to change the look here.
At the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Allen. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. And this a 39-yard attempt. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak in this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
44.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Go ahead.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
And it's 3rd down.
Tua going to throw. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
And it's 4th down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To the air, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Shakir hauls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Brown 80. What's that?
On play action, Allen. Finding Shakir across the formation. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Allen again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen going to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
touchdown, Buffalo. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
20 TX.
On play action, here's Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right. Ready, two,
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. In motion, Hill. They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Running money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got richer, bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. With Sewell Douglas there to get him down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Throwing now is Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Prater on to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Play action, now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tua going to give this to Wright. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play in this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, basketball, you know, they tell you to have active hands defensively. I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now the guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps how the guy can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Here's Allen. Has his man. It's Shakir. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Allen now looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now, do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Dolphins 17.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. his way through contact. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 35 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
His kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Allen. Open man, it's Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Cook on the toss left. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the right side and intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead.
24. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Dolphin football.
33-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go ahead. All right, go, go. Out.
On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First down, Dolphins.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Turn on 3, turn on. Go ahead. Wait, out.
Now Achane on first and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run. Achane. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
All right, come on.
Gordon will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
Bills 21.
after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Round 80! What's that?
They run again on first down. Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Allen off the play fake. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
180! What's that?
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Tua. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now Tua. And they're going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills are right back in this football game. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's to the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, 84 yards. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Bills are lining up for a two-point
Round 80!
Allen will try to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Dolphins 38, Bills 30. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A give left side. Here's Achane. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Go ahead.
Now a toss right side. Achane with it. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They set up the screen. Achane has it. He's got room to roam. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are,
In this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll take it at the 42. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And they're going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
All right, let's go.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
21G, 21G.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Miami, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night.